I agree with this question 100%. And I will say this earlier this week. I had some folks visit me from Las Cruces to in Santa Fe, and they were kind of like embarrassed about taking my time and asking for my time and taking the time of other legislators. And they had walked down to the basement, which is the first floor in the state capitol. It's called the Roundhouse, and you can go down there. And if we're in session, you can tell the sergeant of arms, like, "Hey, we're here to see Representative Rubio," and then they'll go call me, and then they'll come out. And or I'll come out and I'll talk to people. People can also text me and say, "Hey, I'm here. Can you come see me?" And I'll walk out. It's really that simple. It's not that complicated. Somebody else texted me saying that made them anxious. I'm like, don't be. And the reason I say that is because that is your house. That is your place as a constituent, as a voter. Like, this is where you make your demands. We are here to work for you all, not the other way around. So if you're at your state capitol, if you're at your city council meeting, if you're at your county commission meeting, if you're at a school board meeting, all of these spaces are so critical to policy making. And this is why it's so important for you all to get involved locally, because especially here in New Mexico, we're considered a blue state. And so we've set up enough protections, not enough protections, like we have to go further. But what's happening at the federal level with the current administration is that there are enough protections at the moment that people can feel safe and secure here in New Mexico when it comes to issues related to access to abortion care, access to gender affirming care, when it comes to any of the, like, for folks who are LGBT, who come from the LGBTQ community, like, you can feel safe being in these communities because we're so welcoming when it comes to a lot of these issues. And I know that I talk a lot of shit about, like, legislators on other issues, but when it comes to social issues, New Mexico is actually, like, we're good right now, you know? And we just have to keep setting up those we have to just keep making things better for people, especially in this moment. And so all of that to say that we have done all of these things because of you all. Like, your stories, your so many people have gone up to Santa Fe to talk about what it means to be transgender, what it means to have access to abortion access, what it means to have just a space to be able to live, like, completely free for themselves, and to have, like, chosen family and things like that. Like, those stories have been shared at the state capitol, and it has moved people to vote and support things like that. And it's also costed a lot of elections. There have been legislators who have voted against abortion access, for example, and they lost their elections. Like, you absolutely have power in this whole process, especially in local and state elections. And so I urge you all, especially in this moment, like, please get involved as much as possible in your local and state elections. Like, there are so many amazing city councilors here in Las Cruces, for example, with pro tem, like Bencomo, Joanna Bencomo, Becky Corin. Like, there are people who are constantly fighting for you. Up north, you have Nicole Rogers in Albuquerque. Like, there's so many good people who are serving you in the legislature. I mean, in state and local government here in New Mexico. And so I urge you to be a part of that process, especially now in this moment.